Hello everyone, I'm Ben Jammer from Jammer Studios and welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be continuing the inventory systems here. So if you like today's video, please like it down below. If you like the content that I post, please think about subscribing. And if you always want to get notified by these videos that I upload, then click the bell icon below or just head on over to Twitter at Jammer Studios. So in today's video, we are going to try and actually get this thing to run. And in order to get it to run, we're going to need an item scene, and we can also get into some JSON files. I believe that we do need JSON files for the way that we've actually done it. You don't need JSON files, but I will explain later why JSON files will actually help you in games. Just any game, really. Doesn't even matter the size of it. It would just be very helpful. So let's just jump right into it. We need to create a new scene and make it a node. Call this one item. Now we're going to need to get a texture rect. This is going to be basically what it looks like, what the item is. Then we're going to need two nodes, labels, or two child, sorry. Actually, no, just one. We're going to do texture rec and label. So in this one, let's see what kind of item icons we have. All right, we have an apple. So we're going to just put this apple right here. It doesn't matter what you put in here. I'm just putting this in so that I can get a reference on what it would look like to the other items. But it doesn't have to be apples. It can be whatever. Now the label, this one you can basically put wherever you want. I like to put it at the bottom right. So I'm going to put two hashtags. And unfortunately, we can't shrink them down like this. We would have to go in to get custom fonts, and then we will be able to shrink it down. So we're just unfortunately going to have to just deal with the two hashtags just sitting there like that. And that should be the scene. You can play around with these two hashtags here, but other than that, this is fine for what we have right now. But we need to have a script for this. So let's get the item script going like this. And now we need to actually add some stuff into it. Give me a sec. Welcome back. I just got this code from my RPG game, the unknown one that I have on YouTube. And this right here is the item script. We need to set the item, set its name and item quantity, and then we are going to make this texture rect the image we want. So I just gotta make sure that the image is actually right. So we have road item. All right, we have as item space icons plus the item name and item. Okay, so this right here you can see that JSON file, JSON data. This is what we're going to name our future JSON file script in our demo here, our inventory demo here. And this will basically be auto-loaded so that any script anywhere can actually grab data from this. And this is when it will be in play. As of right now, we don't have, we're going to save this real quick. Oh, save the scene real quick. File exists, yes. And then we are going to save its script. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. What was I talking about? Yes. So the script will then grab the information from the JSON data script that we've made, and then that script will grab information from the JSON file that we will be making later on. But basically, all this is saying is that our item name will be the name that we give it, and that the image shown will be the item name that we gave it. It will then look for the stack size of the item, And if it is just 1, then we're not going to show it. If it's more than 1, then we are going to show it. If the item quantity is greater than the stack size, then the item quantity will just equal the stack size. So in this case, if you do forget the stack size of the item that you initially have it as, then don't worry, this will fix your issue. And then we should just show it. And this is just sub and add the amount to it as well. It's not that much. It's not that difficult. There will be other functions to make sure that you do not add over the stack size. That's in the inventory managers. So we're going to save this scene, and now we're going to create our very own JSON file. Now this is very easy, very simple. All right. All right. So now all you're going to need to do is just head right over to your system file on your computer. Go over to your file that you have of your demo or of your game, and we're going to create a new folder. We're going to call this one data. Oh, wait. Oh, we already have one. Silly me. All right, we're going to delete this one. We're going to go to data, and we're going to create a text document. Now, this text document, we're going to call it item data. And once we open it, we do have to follow the correct JSON styles. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to do curly bracket, and leave some space. Now in these curly brackets, basically this is where it's basically an array of things. You can kind of think of it like that. So we're going to go 2 spaces in, and we're going to start writing out our files, our items actually. So we're going to do apple colon another array, and then 2 spaces, and then to indent we're always just going to do 2 spaces. So we need to do stack size. We're going to have the stack size of, let's go 20. Then we're going to do comma. Now our other one I believe was arrows. So arrow colon and then bracket. Then we're also going to do stack size colon. Let's do 10 arrows colon comma, and then we have bucket of milk colon squiggly bracket stack size of 2, and then bracket as well. So we're going to save this. So file save as the text document, and then we're going to go file save as, and you want to come down to this save as type. You hit this all files, and then do right here in the file name do .json. And so basically how this is going to work is when we set the name of this JSON file, we're going to name it item data in the script. And every single time we call JSON data.item data, it's going to call this. And we just go to call things, we're going to go apple, and then anything below it, stack size. And if there's more arrays, then it just keeps going down the list. But all we have right now is stack size. We don't need anything more and nothing less. Unless we've called it in our script, then we will need that as well. I believe there might be item types in these scripts. I kind of forgot, but when we debug this, we'll know for sure. Now, if you do have lists, if you do have more than one thing, so if I add in item type and did stuff, I'd have to put a comma there, but not a comma on the last thing. And this basically just helps you kind of organize your variables and other things like that in your stats, basically. because it all centralizes it in one location. So if I change the stack size here to say, let's go 50, that stack size will change with the entire game. Now everybody can carry 50 apples. But if I just didn't change it here, but I changed player 3 could have 50 apples, then only player 3 could have 50 apples, but not players 1, 2, and whatever. Only player 3 could have 50 apples. Everyone else is stuck with 20. That's basically why you want to have it in one central location, and JSON files is the way to go. It's very nice, very useful, and very easy to use, actually. Like this looks very simple, and I've been using it on my other games, and it's very simple, very fun. Now I say this, and because it looks very weird, so I might be wrong. I may have to double check, but yeah, as of right now, I think this is it. Let me just double check really quickly. Okay, it's a good thing I did check, because you have to add in quotes for these. So it's a good thing I did check. Quotations all the way. We would have had an error eventually, and we would have realized our mistake. But I realized it before. We got it before. So we're fine. We're chilling. Now, all we gotta do is load this into the system. Alright, now to load it into the system, we will need another script. So let's get down here to new script. Call this one JSON data. Just like that. That would open up as well. Now let's open it up. Alright, now this one is going to be quite simple, quite easy. It's going to only contain one function. Just one function. Alright. So we have right here an item data dictionary. That's where we declare it as. This will be set forth for the JSON file we just created. This is what it's going to be, the variable that we will access in our script anytime we call JSON data. And we want to make sure that this path is right. Now it is right. And this will basically load the file and make sure that we actually, oh, it's called right here. So we actually create the JSON file. That way we can access it. And so with that, we now need to auto load it. So we can actually call it whenever. So auto load, we have the player inventory, the signal manager. Now let's get the, where is it? JSON data, there it is. And add, boom, close. Now let's hope that it works, but probably won't. And ooh, bugs. Oh, yeah, that's not supposed to be part of this. That's something else you don't need to worry about right now. This is the inventory manager. Left click, same item. So if you did follow me exactly, then I would delete that right away, because you don't need that. Now let's look here. Okay, you're good. You're good. Oh, you have 2 errors. Okay, so the function connect returns a value that I don't like that. Why? I don't know why it does that. It's never used in a function. Oh, line 18. Oh, okay. Inventory name. So inventory name is important in some sense. I use it because I name which inventories they are. So you have player inventory, you have chest inventory, and then you have hotbar. That's what I name them as. And that's what inven name actually is. So it is going to be important to look at the slots. Script is here we do have inventory index, which is what I have the inventory name actually equal to the slots, so that we can actually identify what slot it is. This will be mainly used if you have multiple slots that do multiple things, or you have a very specific slot that does a very specific thing. So in that case, if you had a buy slot, so you're trading with a villager, and you didn't want anything to go in it, but only to go out, that's what you use it for. It'd be something like that, something characteristic about a slot. So what we're going to do is if inven name equals, actually, maybe not do that just yet. Hold on. Do we call that actually on inventory ready? Oh, that's in the signal. Is that here? Inventory ready, inventory. Okay, so that's what we're gonna call. So actually no. We're just gonna do slot dot inv index equal to in the name. So the index is gonna just equal the name. That's what we're gonna do. Usually I will change the inv index to break up the different slots so that you know which one. So like I mentioned earlier, there's that buy slot. That buy slot's index would say buy slot. And then the other slots would be like sell slot or just holding slot, things like that. But in this case, since we're only going to be having an inventory and chest inventory, we're just going to name it that. We're just going to name it inventory and chest. So we're going to save that right there. And then the other one is that it just does not, the function connect returns a value, but this value is never used. So we're just going to hit ignore. Now, we have another error, right? Did not want to do that. We have another error right here. The identifier item offset isn't declared in the current scope. 31. Okay. It's not? It's not. Okay, hold on. Okay, since it's not, let's just create var item offset equals vector 2 dot 0. So item offset, that's going to basically be where you click the item. So you don't always have to have it at a certain point. It actually tracks where you click the item. It would be easier to show you rather than like actually describing it. But imagine I click right here, item in hand. It automatically goes in between. It's going to go to the left, item in hand. That's where I clicked the word item in hand. If we had offset. If we didn't have offset, it would just go right to the front of the word item in hand if there was no offset. So this is no offset if I clicked here, and this is with offset if I clicked right there. That's basically what that means. I'm glad I could show you like that. So looks like we don't have any more errors in this, but I do have something commented out here. Swapping, same, not holding. Okay, so if it is clicking and the button is pressed, we're going to drop the item. Okay, then let's do that. This is going to drop the item out. And I wonder, is it connected? That's the thing. We can get rid of this. What are we working at? Oh, the inventory manager. Oh, okay, it's not connected. Oh, and I don't think I have the signal. Okay, so let's create the. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, I don't even have that yet. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves just yet. I don't even have this set up. So we're just gonna load errors. Okay, that's fine. That's happened before. It's fine. It's just the engine having bugs. So we're gonna slow down right there on dropping the item just for now. We'll swing back to it later. But as of right now, this is fine. It's not a huge thing as of right now. All right. So now the error is gone, and we have JSON data.item data, and then we have item name and stack size. Perfect. That is exactly what we want. So then it will call upon. Okay, I forgot. So we will call upon the stack size. Is there something? Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's delete that. That's probably why we. Yep. Okay. That's why we couldn't save, was because we had a scene. We had the scene playing. The item drop now. Oh, method move and slide is declared. Okay, so this item drop scene is wrong. Then we need to go item and then oh, nope. Where did we put it? Item. Oh. Okay. I think we might have messed up. Did we? That's the item scene. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So I guess we've just. Did we lose the item drop scene? I don't think we did. Do we have? We don't. Okay, so that's fine. You know what? That's fine. We'll leave that as is. If it becomes an actual deal, we'll get into it. Don't worry. JSON file, we just worked on that. Player. Yeah. Player inventory. So we have the apples, the errors, and the bucket of milk. We should be good on that. Slot, No errors I see. Signal manager. No errors I see. Slots. No errors I see. UI. No errors I see. Okay. So let's go into these debugs with absolute pass. Okay, this looks like it's the same thing. Okay. So let's try and run it, and it does not work. All right. So item class. I see. These paths are not right. We need to get rid of them to just do. Wait. No, I thought that was right. Yeah, no, that was right. Item slash item.gd. Oh wait, hold on. Slash res. Yeah, that should be right. The instance. Then set item. Set item. See, what is the difference? Huh. See, I don't know what I did, but I did something. Oh, but there's an error in this one. Ah, that's why. Okay. So we want to get rid of this one, right? Yes. All right. Delete that one, and it is okay. So we gotta then go to the item scene here, open anyway, and then load that script right there. There we go. All right. Now maybe this will work. Okay. Invalid call, non-existent function instance, in base GD script. Oh, we need the scene. Okay, don't know. And there we go. All right, so now it's opened up. We gotta press E, and you can see we have 5 apples, 3 arrows, and 1 bucket of milk. Now this is not interactive as of right now, but we will fix that. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. But the unfortunate thing is that we cannot fix it today. Not today. We've spent way too much time actually working on the items and going through the scripts and making sure that they work properly, and they do work properly as of right now. But we will need to get this to where it can work and we can actually move these around. We need to get that going. We also need to get the chest inventory. As of right now, they don't do anything at all. And we also need to get the item drops. So we still have 3 things left, and that can probably take up 2 videos. I see it being next video is going to be chests and item drops. If we do have enough time, I hope we do. I think we do. Then the final episode will just be about fixing the bugs and making sure that the inventories actually work with each other. Then after that, I believe that would be it. That would be the rest of the series. So we are now in the end game, you could say. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd episode, and it should be 5 episodes. So to recap what we did today, we made an item scene, so we made sure that you can actually visibly see your items in the inventory. We then went over these inventories and made sure that everything was running smoothly and that there was no bugs, and as of right now, there are no errors or bugs. And then in the coming videos, we will create chest inventory, making sure that you can move these items around, and creating an item drop, so you can drop these items onto the ground or pick them up. And with that, that would be the end of the episode. Thank you guys for sticking around for it. If you liked today's video, please like it down below. If you like the content that I post, please subscribe to my channel. And remember to hit the notification or go over to Twitter at Json Studios to follow me. With that being said, this has been Json Studios. Have a nice day.